Lab activity number 1, writing a program where one function is called by the main program to turn on one output. First, I've opened my Simatic Manager and I've created my program. I named it Module 8, activity number 1. First thing I'm going to do is navigate down to Blocks, and in the right window here, if I will right click, Insert New Object, and I'm going to choose Function. This window will open, and all I need to do here is make sure that I am in either Statement Listing, Function Block, or Ladder Programming. I'm going to use Ladder Programming. I'm going to click OK. You'll see that Function 1 will appear here in this window. Now I will double click OB1, and what this will do is open my programming window for OB1. What I want you to look at is in the bottom left hand corner down here. Program Elements. Here are all of my instructions for programming. But if I click this tab, the call structure, I'll get this window that says Generate Reference Data. I'll click Yes. Notice what appears here on the left. I've got OB1 and Function 1. If I double click Function 1, the programming window for my Function 1 opens. If I double click OB1, the programming window for my OB1 opens. OB1 is my main program. The function you could think of as a specialized task. What we're doing here is we're going to write a program in OB1 that will call the function to perform that task. Now, if you could imagine if we had, say, 33 functions here, it would be easy to switch between them as we're programming. So the first thing I'm going to do is double click OB1, and I'm going to program this first network. What I'm going to do is insert a normally open contact. Now I need to insert the function call. I'll come back over here to this tab, Program Elements, and come down here to FC Blocks. And when I open that, you'll see that FC1 appears because I created it. If I click and drag to my network, here it is. Now I need to address this. This is going to be my input 0.0. Now when I activate this input, it will call Function 1. Now we need to program the Function 1. I'll go back to Call Structure, double click Function 1, and here I'm going to program a normally open input controlling the output coil. I will address this input 0.1 and output Q 0.0. Now I'm here in Function 1. I'm going to download this to my PLC. I will now go back to OB1 and download this to my PLC. Now if I activate the monitor on function, notice my power rail is highlighted. I am going to activate input 0.0. Notice it activates my function call. When I release the button, the function call is disabled. Now let's go over here to Function 1. Same thing here. I will activate my glasses. When I activate input 0.0, it calls the function, which is input 0.1. If I release input 0.0 and activate input 0.1, nothing happens. But if I activate input 0.0 and hold it, which is activating the function, when I activate input 0.1, that activates the output. I'm releasing, I engage. I release, I engage.